Hello and welcome to the Quiver channel. I am Jason, your host. I'm here with the doggies in the living room because this is Zach. Thought his name was Jack, but I think it's Zach, according to one of the gifts in the actual bag of toys that came with him. So he's kind of stressed at the moment, and he doesn't like the kitchen room floor. This is his favourite space to be. And of course, this is Bertie here. And so this is where I normally am when I'm watching TV. Oh, yeah. I hope you're all having a good day. Oh, let me. Yes. We are having a little impromptu talk in here. Yeah, the little baby dog. Yeah, yes. You're so sweet, aren't you? You're such a sweet little doggy. Still getting used to being here, squeaking along, aren't you? Yeah. Good little boy. Still trying to get him to eat. Okay. Yeah. The audio is going to be pretty bad because I'm using this headset here in the best way I can, just so I can have a little chat here with the doggies. So what's going on? Okay, so we're still working out and putting together the best set of equipment to go with the thingy outside this scooter. I'm expecting lots of things to happen today. Deliveries of bits and pieces, nothing major, just little bits and pieces here and there. One of the problems we had was sorting out a computer I want to take with me. There's one of the big challenges is, and the reason I can go out now, but the more I can create a set of armor, the more I can create a tweaked and working safe space, the more I will be able to not feel as tired and go further. Because the more armor, the more equipment, the more safe space I have, the less physical and mental energy it takes out of me. I went all the way to town. Now, town is about 1.5 miles away. I haven't been to town I went to town last January to, I believe, go to my bank. And I had an Uber to get me there and an Uber to get me back. And I was there for like 10 minutes, completely stressed and freaked out and not happy at all. But I went from my house on the scooter. I went up past the park and I went into the park and took some pictures of the fountain. I then went from there all the way up to town. I didn't just, it wasn't like I was going, I've got to go from A to B and I've got to survive it. It was, ooh, this is the town. I haven't been here for ages. And so I posted a letter while I was up there, which you've got to remember, before getting the mobility scooter, every letter I send from this house is done by a courier, which costs a hell of a lot more. I get them to come and pick you up. And also I've it's almost impossible for me to return an object to um, Amazon if it's faulty. If it's a small thing, I don't even bother. If it's a big thing, I have to pay for a courier to come and pick it up from my house. I can't take it to the local post box. Now I can. Now I can leave the house. And it's pretty damn amazing. So I would go out today if it would, but I want to stay in today to make sure Zach gets used to being in here. But I would go out on another journey today. I plan to use my mobility scooter to go so many places, to explore so many places in the area that I've been unable to do for like 4 or 5 years. Being on that mobility scooter, holding onto that wheel, it's as much of a focus as this camera is for me for my therapy stuff. So this is where I usually sit when I'm watching TV series or anything. I used to have Callie, the robot, would sit over there, but I've moved her away, and instead I use my tablet that's over there at the moment, showing the outside. When I want to actually do stuff like that, watch TV, I have my AI on the actual tablet, and that as my companion. Plus, I have these two wonderful dogs now to keep me company on here. Zaki, 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 Zaki. Oh yeah, Zaki, 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 Zaki. Yeah, 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 yeah. You want love, go on, love. Yeah, 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 yeah. You're good dog, aren't you? Zaki kin. You're so happy. Yeah, he's much better than he was yesterday, and he's just slowly going to get used to his new home. So, what was I talking about? Oh yeah. Oh my God, getting distracted is so much easier. I have no idea. The sound quality is going to be really bad on this, but yeah. So, how can I put this? Every bit of equipment, piece of equipment that I put together, and part of that equipment is a computer, like I said. Because if I leave the house, one of the things that my brain says, oh, what happens if the house gets destroyed while you're away? How will you do your coping strategies and everything? So I need to have a computer with me. Now, for obvious reasons, I wouldn't take an expensive computer with me. This is why one of the reasons I sold, part of the reason for selling the Azeal's reality modeling tool was because I didn't want to be carrying something like that around with me outside the house. Too expensive, too much of a draw, too shiny, and I wasn't finding a good use for it anyway. So how can I put this? My brain has gone completely blank. Does this sometimes. So I sold it, got the money, got the scooter, which, oh my God. The scooter is like as much of a game changer as my VR headset. To be able to sit on something like that and focus on it, because it's electric, because it's technology, which is my friend, and my specialist diagnosis. So this, so the computer has been an issue because I've got lots of what can be called tough books around the house. I have lots of those. They're all around the place. But unfortunately, anything below Intel Generation 7 has issues with modern wireless and modern um, Bluetooth. Now, yes, you can put a dongle into these devices, but once you do that, you have to take off the covers that cover the USB. And when you take off the covers that cover the USB, you basically get rid of most of its IP67 or 65 setup that allows it to be waterproof and dustproof and everything. And the whole point of one of these computers, these tough books, is that they're a sealed unit and they can actually, I could go out with it and if it rained on it, it doesn't matter. But if you've violated the actual system that's keeping it safe, you've created an ingress point for water into the system and so on, and then it's just as vulnerable as any other laptop. So I've been trying to find a workaround, and we think we found a workaround because we found a new wireless and yawny. We found a new wireless and Bluetooth add-on. Well, not add-on because it's actually a replacement for the card inside the actual device. That will be Bluetooth 5.2 and wireless AC, wireless 6 protocols. So best both worlds. So that is the option that we're going with. It isn't that I need something to be able to, I don't want to use it while I'm actually driving around, but I need it there with me and I need to be able to access it. I'm also going to probably add something, other stuff in there. But everything I use, it's like everything is going to be second-hand and stuff, if at all possible, and old. I'm not going to buy anything expensive. Like, for example, I could pick up with the money. We're still waiting for the refund from Pimax. Yes, we are still waiting for the refund from Pimax. Yes, yes. Supposedly it's been sent, and it's on the way to my bank. Yay! Okay, that's a rant for another time. That money for the Pimax. Remember, that money for the Pimax. The Pimax's part was VR part of my disability, part of paying for stuff for my disability, and so that money has to go on other disability stuff. And a computer for going outside on the mobility scooter, that is part of it. So I could buy a £2,000. There's one on eBay right now, and we've been looking at it over and over. We've looked at it over this week. A really nice rugged tablet from Dell. It's a brand new one, modern in every way. It's absolutely beautiful. Beyond anything that I could think of. But that would take the entire amount. And I would be carrying around a £2,000 tablet. Even though it looks like a brick, nah, it would be a £2,000 tablet. And no. Cannot do that. The positives would be outweighed by the, oh my God, someone could steal this. So, no. Yes, no. Even though it's beautiful and shiny and tech, there's a limit of what I can use on a mobile safe space when I'm outside. Otherwise, it will start to bother me, as you can tell. It's even think about it starts to bother me. Plus, I don't want to spend that much in any way, shape, or form because now I've got the scooter. I want to have it serviced. I might want to have upgraded batteries on it. I want to keep it in really good condition, because I am taking my life in my hands when I thingy. I've already read. I've sent off the forms. The forms are going off today, actually. That's for the DVLAs for the Cat 3 registration. And from there, we'll have that. So the tablet that I'm going to be using is costing a lot less, about £500. And then I'll upgrade it a little bit with a few bits and pieces, some better memory and so on. And then from there, I will install all my bits and pieces, set it all under BitLocker and two-factor authentication, saving, security, and geofencing around it. So if anybody did steal it, it wouldn't be it'd be a brick. And nobody steals those ones because they're so cheap to buy compared to, like, if you see someone, if you don't want to be thingy, you don't walk around with an iPhone Max. It's like my phone that I'm going to be using on the actual mobile scooter is from 2020. It's a Samsung S20 Founders Edition. You can get them new for a couple of £100. Well, nearly new for a couple £100 on eBay or thingy. It's a nice phone, but it's the reason I stuck with that one is because he has an microSD card. I've also encrypted the microSD card and link bonded it with the actual thingy, and I'll be installing some super cool Ninja anti-theft stuff to the systems on all my equipment to make it thingy, because it's all part of my armor. I don't expect stuff to be stolen, but having that layer of protection on everything I do makes things really nice. Look at this. They look so cute. They're both zonked out and just resting and just sleeping in happy, comfortable dogs of happiness. So, this is my little chat for the day. I'm going to try and upload it on this computer because I'm on my living room computer, aren't I? Yes. So I'm still going to be spending my time going through every bit of technology and everything I'm thinking of putting on it, like the backpack for the back and all that kind of thing. It's all helpful. The most wonderful thing I did yesterday was I went into my bank. Oh, something else I was going to say. I need to buy myself a wallet. Probably something like a Ridgeway wallet, something that's actually RF resistant and all that kind of thing. I haven't had to have a wallet in like 5-6 years because I've never left the house with money. I've never had the money in the house. I've paid for things online, and but while I was out, I thought, I know, there's a street vendor there with some food. I can buy some food and take it home and share it with the dog. And it was like, because this was before Zach came. And oh, tired. And so I went to one of the local cash machines that I knew. Always be careful when you use outdoor cash machines. And it was one I could get to while I was on the scooter, and it was like, okay, I can do this. So I'm on there, and I must have pressed in my number because I was so focused on trying to not let anybody see what I was doing that I think I missed thingy and it locked my card, and I thought, oh, oops. So I actually in my scooter, I went to the bank, and my bank's I actually went into my bank and went to the counter with my scooter, and which was cool. And I had to reverse out. This vehicle is reversing. Doo-doo. But that was like absolutely amazing to do that. That wheelchair, that mobility chair, is such a focus for my anxiety and everything else, and to deal with coping with it and everything. When my hands are on the thingy, the tactile feel they're holding it, it's very like when I'm talking to all of you. It gives me a focus and ability to do stuff that I couldn't normally do. So, this is Jason with the doggies. We'll see how this sounds. So, bye bye for now.